Welcome to Reality on the Ground, real people, real issues with me, Andrew Chamagero Omuntu Awansi, and we're coming to you live from, of course, Zirowe. This is on the side of Obanga Sitama. Hey, it is. Backbone, and a lot more needs to be done. The advancement in agriculture, how it actually needs to be done, is another question we have. As we have farmers in the country, men are still using hoes, and the others are still at zero grazing. We need to advance if we're going. Connect you very soon with one of the gentlemen who actually runs the farm, and then we can have a talk. I'll take a break briefly, then I'll be back.
You're watching Morning at NTV.
Kampala Serena Hotel presents The Great Gatsby High Tea on 15th July 2018 from 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. at Katonga Hall. Adults 80,000 Ugandan shillings and kids 60,000 Ugandan shillings between the ages of 5 to 12 years old. Dress code: feather attire in form of a headband, heart, or fascinator. Kampala Serena Hotel. Excellence redefined.
Comedy store. Tumira omusomesa ali ngene suti ekulumu yagala gye makingira mu bibuuzo.
Ekirwano kikutte. Omukago ali bayambe kashumba n'atuuka mu aligeera ne tebu measure n'apima poloti.
You have dealt with my money. Something bigger than a cricket has entered its hall.
With Alex Muhanji, the only tiny Muchiga. Do not miss his Chibeda Chakabi.
On the next episode is brought to you by
Kiri Soda.
Let's celebrate life. Men move with the Mairungi at hand and then the circuit.
If somebody is manufacturing circuit warrant and is not taking it, why should you take it?
Much as we talk about men, you go to the villages, you see the percentage of women drinking vis-a-vis the men. The district launched an operation to arrest those who are drinking very early in the morning. We arrested over 200 able-bodied men, including police, LC1, and the rest. We gathered them together.
Kiri Soda in 4 different flavors: lemon, mixed berry, orange, and Kiri Cola. Celebrate life with Kiri Soda.
Let's celebrate life.
Amanya gange nze edisimbwa nafuna obuzibu funa accident nali parkinza ebbali nkebere moroka yange deva munnange yaveri nga avuga endima nga adduka nnyo neyekanga ekinye ekyali emaaso awo nava kubomoka nenva kukubo nentomera nenkutuka okugulu n'obulumi bwe ndiko kati ssaawa zino saita nafuna kizibu ekyo mutuukeko naye nga mbaze nkuba omulanga tannafuna buzibu nga buno mweddeko okudduka ku nguudo mumanye n'ebinnya ebiri mu kkubo n'abantu abatuli ebbali nabo basaabaze abatambulira mu kkubo eryo solo kulaba nga todduka nnyo so bakuuma tweddeko bannange obulamu tebugulwa.
This message was brought to you by Viva Energy and NTV Uganda.
Reality on the ground, real people, real issues. Today, Mwami Kasujazanya Sokulaba. It's an honor to be here. There is one thing that I've seen here. Entezo mbadde ntyanga ngambo bentezi nankona. Chiva kuchentu anga tekona mu.
Just love.
Love.
Kasozi wa love, they love you.
Nawe oziwamanya nga waliwo abava mu West abaziwamanya.
Ezimu tuzikubira entoli, ezimu we have signs for them and then it comes.
Okay.
Endala zirina amannya.
Wow. I kept counting the minutes. Minutes kept flying.
Yeah.
Wow. Let's talk about agriculture advancement. I've seen you've added value to agriculture. How best can we as a country advance in agriculture?
First I've been in Denmark for the last 30 years.
Wow.
That's a very advanced country. I'm a production engineer.
Yeah.
But this is the road I chose.
Yes.
And
you're living a dream.
Yeah. we are trying.
Yes,
so this road I chose in agriculture, I made friends, I made companies in Denmark. So they are giving us the best in the technological advancement in agriculture.
Yes.
And that's what we are to around the farm. This is somehow close to the Danish farms. We are copying from there and doing. People, farmers are not embracing it too much.
Why do you think they are not embracing?
Probably there are reasons, but the main reason I think they don't want to invest in technology. They think it's too expensive. They think it's a waste of time.
Yes.
But for me, it's not a waste of time because, as you can see, how we have put up a setup,
the
feeds. You know, when you want to advance, especially in dairy, you have to look at different key areas.
Like
1, health. 2, feeds.
Yes.
And then what I call myself, which I put there as number 3, is love to the animals. You cannot expect an animal to be giving you what you expect from it. Nenga bwoba ogitwala out, bwoba ogenda ogikama, oyina kumala kugisabula miko. No, that animal closes. And you find that they become also aggressive. Naye ekutomera, oba ekusamba. So here on our farm, our employees, they know it. These are our sisters, brothers, whatever.
Wow.
So we have to love them.
So do you take time and you train your support structure here, your staff to like have the same values like you're sharing?
We do it, and we are planning to take our up there. We are trying to take Denmark.
Yeah.
We are in the process of finishing everything for a 3-month course. For farmers, especially dairy farmers, beef farmers, and veterinary doctors.
Okay.
Here in Uganda, when we talk about technological advancement in agriculture or in the dairy sector, and they don't look at the veterinary doctors, then it's a failure. Okay. Why? Because the veterinary doctors whom we use here, they really don't know what they are doing.
They don't know what they're doing.
I'm not abusing them, but I'm telling them the truth.
But you're practicing, that means you've actually seen the gap, yes.
Because a veterinary doctor who is going to inseminate a cow and uses soap as a lubricant, for me I call him a failure.
Yes, I hear you.
A failure. Soap, they are chemicals. We have products which you can use, gels which you can use to lubricate your hand. But instead they use chemicals.
They use chemicals.
Gels are so cost effective.
Are the gels quite expensive? Are they
No. It is something like 1 liter costs around 15,000 only.
Wow.
And
so
you can use
someone just being lazy.
Very simple. You find a veterinary doctor who is inseminating your cows. He uses 1 gloves on about multiple cows, multiple animals.
That's wrong.
It's transferring disease from animal to animal. Yet a gloves costs only 1,000. So how can we advance when people are not embracing what they have, what they see?
Let's talk about the entire practice. Do you people have an umbrella where you share these ideas as farmers, where you sit and say, look, this is where we need to be going. We need to embrace technology in agriculture. Our farmers positive. Now you're lucky, Mr. Kasujja. You exposed, you traveled, but do they really, even the ones, you have a forum where they can share information?
Their umbrellas, their forums. And from the start I used to be into them.
Yes.
But what I found out that people here, some they have cold hearts, others they are not really there in for the best of the advancement of the sector.
Yes.
They gossip. They don't want to see someone as advanced. So I let
it has long vibe for you.
They talk ill about someone, so later I said no, this is not the society I should be going in. Then we decided to deal directly with our farmers, with our partners in Denmark, whom actually we bring here under the theme of agrotourism.
Yes.
We tried to take them to different farms of our friends, and here when they came, lastly we had a batch of 7 Danish farmers, retired and non-retired. They gave us 10 milking machines complete, just for free.
Wow.
So wherever we take them to different farms, they donate.
Yeah.
They tell you, we have given you this, arrange and pick it.
Wow.
And we don't pay it. So that spirit of being development has hampered a lot the development of the sector.
How best do you think government can actually align this? Because at the end of the day, we are an agriculture-based country. We are Africans, Uganda, that is our backbone, agriculture. How can we advance into that?
First, I thank the government that agricultural products, agricultural inputs here, they are tax-free.
Yeah.
So, to me, that's a blessing.
Yes.
To us here, it's a very good blessing that we bring in whatever we see, whatever we copy from there, which can help us. But on the other hand, governments, they take long. They take long to take you into their system to see that you can also give in what you can. So
is it a question of bureaucracy, or is it a question of
bureaucracy?
Oh,
it's bureaucracy.
Yeah,
you have to know someone to put you somewhere. We have a lot of good things of which, if engaged,
they could add value.
I think they can add bigger values.
Well, let's look at a farmer who has like 2 cows or 3 cows in Uganda. How best can this person add value on that small, should I call it, farming business of sort?
We didn't start big as you see us today here.
That's what I want. How did you start?
We started with 2, 3 animals, but as we talk now, we have 170 milking animals. We have small ones. They are in the pens there.
Yeah.
So a farmer with 2, 3 animals, that's a step ahead.
Okay.
They need to love. If you don't love your animals, if you don't love what you are doing, then it means you can't invest in what you are doing. And if you don't invest in what you are doing, then it can't give you your expectations.
Absolutely.
So with the time, you pull out.
Absolutely.
And saying, for me, dairy farming, I don't want.
It's expensive.
It's expensive. But I can assure you, all the products we use here on our farm, we import them from Denmark.
Wow.
We bring them ourselves from Denmark. And they are, to me, I say they are cheap.
They are cheap.
They are very cheap. Why? Because I know they add value to the animal.
To the animals, yes. Is it a question that have you failed to find them locally? Don't we have local producers? Or have you thought about starting to produce them locally that they can add value to the entire farming community around you?
Probably they are there. If you were lucky, you can get almost the same products from Denmark coming from Netherlands. But still, again, the disadvantage is there are so many quack people
in the market.
very easy. You can go to China. I've been myself, I've been to China.
To see.
I have friends here. They tell me, no, if you want to earn money, but I'm not there to earn money. I'm there to advance the dairy sector in Uganda.
Yes.
They tell me, we go to China, bring this. I say no. I say no. All we are doing in our setting is Danish.
Yes.
However long it will take, however investment we shall put in, we are ready for it. We are not ready to mix the things which are not good into our settings.
Well, let's talk about machines and all. Now, you already got the machine that it will help you milk the cows. Many people look at it as something that is extremely expensive or luxurious. I've seen some people abali munkoko in poultry. They have some cages I saw from Belgium or from Germany, and their question is like, you're going to invest a lot. These machines that come through, how best can we have them at a very affordable rate? Can we start to fabricate them here?
Fabricating might be difficult because of so many dynamics into it. But you can get affordable machines at a cheaper, very, very cheap price.
Still from abroad?
From abroad.
Okay.
For example, we can get a tractor from Denmark used and far better in Uganda at a cost of 20,000 US dollars. Then you put on some for shipment, ABCD, and in case I'm to bring it for you, of course I will charge you my fee, laboring, putting it, things, putting them together and bring it here. But as you look at our farm here, all our products, machinery, they are from Denmark. Not new, second hand, but far better, 100 times better than the new one you find here.
I hear you. Now, these machines you're talking about to bring, does it tax it? If it's going to come to the farm, like government, is it free? Someone can just bring it through?
That's why I told you that I thank very much the government. All agricultural inputs, they are tax-free.
In the financial year, they said it's just a 1% they need from the agriculturists. What do you make of that?
I don't have a big issue with it.
You're okay with it?
I'm very okay with it.
Absolutely. Now, let's talk about advancement.
If that 1% is going to develop the sector, I'm 100%.
That is the key word.
I don't have I don't have issues with it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Now, we have farmers in Uganda who, like Barundante, like you, but for them they're into beef and stuff. They carry their cows from all the way to Rufula in Kampala to sell meat. How best can we start to process meat and we actually take it abroad? Because the few ones who are taking this meat abroad, like you say, they're connected. How best can we have the sector aligned? How best do you think, Mr. Kasujja, we can have a clear structure of the agricultural ministry that every farmer can play a part of it and we actually produce and export?
But I could ask, why take meat abroad when we can't even furnish the market here? I think the market for meat here is good enough for someone to start going abroad. Because taking meat abroad, there are so many, there's a lot of paperwork. There are so many things you have to qualify to be accepted to take meat in Denmark, of which I doubt. Any farm, even mine here, they can't allow me to take meat in Denmark.
I hear you.
They cannot.
So how best can we package our meat in Kampala? We can make a butcher, but how can I make the packaging far better?
Right, leave alone packaging. How do we treat meat? In Denmark, they cannot sell meat to people to eat, which is slaughtered today.
So
it has to be kept for almost a month or 14 days above, so that the good bacteria work on the meat, and the meat becomes usable and better for human consumption.
And for us here, we
start eating.
Is that deadly?
Of course, yes.
We had a problem, I'm sure you heard about it, where they were saying that some people were selling meat with formalin and spreading on some, some chemicals just to keep it fresh and all that. And there was a hashtag on Twitter that said, no flies, it's not good meat. What do you make of that?
I heard it, the meat where they treat with this chemical which treats dead bodies.
Yes.
And in Ntinda, where I live, there was a butcher which they closed, and the whole saga throughout the whole country started from Tinda.
Yes. Were you buying meat from there?
Not really. Even I started hating
God.
to eat meat.
But I hope you're back now to your terms.
Now I eat meat.
Okay.
I eat meat, you know. But I think here they are the middle players. A farm like this, or a man who has kept who slaughters animals, I don't think he can use formalin to put on meat so that it takes long. And the actual sense is in it. Why do it?
Kampala kuyiya kukola sente.
Anyway, everything impossible in the whole world. Everything impossible. Everything impossible in the whole world.
It is found in Uganda. For the time you've been back and you've engaged many people, have you seen our youth actually active about farming? Do you see the energy, the zeal that they love to learn the advancement in agriculture and they would love to be a part of this sector?
Here I will blame the government first. I hear so many programs. We are helping the youth.
Youth livelihood program.
But when I look at the youth around, they are not helped.
How best could they
unless when they tell me they are helping them to drive the borders, abawala batambuza mmere, bamalaya ba mobile money, unless that's what they call they are helping them. But I don't think they are helping them.
How best could the youth be addressed?
You know, the youth are the future politicians of tomorrow. They are the future people of the country.
Yes.
The government has to put interest, really too much interest in them.
I hear you.
If the way they can put too much interest in them, one, to sensitize them not to sell their land.
To buy borders.
To buy borders. Here we are planning to cut the 400 acres of farming to probably say 50 acres and we do indoors farming. So by doing that, to me it means even a youth who has an acre or 2 acres, when helped by the government and trained by the government and equipped by the government, that youth can use the 2 acres productively, oba ali mu nkoko, oba ali mu nte, oba ali mu bumyu, mu mbizzi, and they get. If we are planning to go about 5 acres with goats. Goats actually, they don't have a lot of burden in farming. Those are the only animals I see. They don't have a lot of burden. Here we have to do insemination. Here we have to do okugema. Here we have to do hygiene. Here we have to do kufuira. The goats don't have that. Actually, we had 1,000 pigs. If we had gone down there, we have a farm of pigs. We had a farm of pigs, 1,700. People who came to see, to get inspiration here, they came with the swine fever and the animals died.
Sorry about that.
So we had to take precautions. That's why you see we have almost 3 gates. First gate, the man who is on it is so strict, he can't allow you in. The second gate and the third gate is here. So you cannot just easily come in.
Yeah. So the youth, you believe they need to be empowered, mind-wise, sensitized.
If the government wants to help the youth, for us here on our farm, we are very free. We can help the government to train the youth here. Of course, it is earning. We have to earn.
Of course. Operations have to run.
They have to run. So the government let them get us if they want. I can give you a very good example. Bugema University, they chose us.
Wow. And the students, are they coming through?
The students, they will start coming here. We are building their farm. I have a partner here with me who is, when we are in Denmark, is the one running the day-to-day activities here. So we are going to do the Bugema University.
That's a good thing.
And the youth who are rotating on the streets, the government can do more. They can do more for them. Like making them love agriculture rather than borders.
How
much do you think we have in investment here? Those who sell tell them how much do you think we have in investment?
Close to like 3 billion.
Who told you?
That's what I'm thinking.
You guessed.
I guessed
Probably,
right.
Yeah. You guessed somewhere there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now,
But
as
do I look 3 billion?
you expose them names, fatuli bantu bawansi, but the exposure matters here. Mr. Kasuja, the beauty about it is like there is more that can be done, and no doubt you say the government needs to play a role. But what is the role of the youth themselves now?
The role of the youth.
Because each one has a role to play here. The media, we need to expose people like you, and yes, we're doing that. The government, you have highlighted what they need to do. Now, what is the role of the youth? Bongabu.
The youth are lost sheep. They need direction. Once there's no one giving them direction, betting, they have lost direction. Why? Because probably those who can direct them.
Okay, I hear you.
Bebafu. So, Abaganda bagamba ennyonyi ento kati ente eneeyiga ki?
Agenda kubungabunga bunzi.
Exactly.
Wow. There we have it. We're still coming to you live from, of course, we are in the farm.